Good afternoon. In response to the initial part of this work, and as far as I am concerned, and I consider that the video number two, where the ex-president Donald Trump mentions an event related to the carrying of weapons and how this could have been an event worse if only that person had not had said weapon, clearly expresses how the management and control of weapons in society is becoming more and more necessary, not only to safeguard our belongings, but our own lives. Since thieves and people of the street, they are becoming more violent and deadly. As we know, the United States is a country that is constantly involved in events of shooting and death due to firearms, since its constitution regulates and allows the use of these among civilians. But we must investigate further why. On this occasion, we will talk a little about how arms control is becoming more and more necessary in societies like the current one, since in countries like Colombia, the rate of mortality due to robberies exceeded 23% of deaths daily throughout the national territory. As we mentioned it at the beginning of this intervention, the United States is one of the countries where the use and control of weapons in common people is legal. I even want to mention that a few days ago, the Congress of this country approved a law to regulate this control of weapons a little more because it is well known robberies and homicides in societies like the current one are uncontrollable. But this also due to the consumption of hallucinogenic substance and the mismanagement of intrafamily relationships. Scientific studies have revealed that traumatic events such as a bullying are generated in their victims increasingly destructive tendencies against their aggressors, which has generated countless massacres in schools and universities. The United States House of Representatives approved this Friday a historic agreement, although minimal between Democrats and Republicans, to strengthen the control of firearms after the latest mass shooting in this country. The agreement, which was also approved Thursday night by the Senate, only needs the signature of the President Joe Biden to become a law.
Idiota. ¡Vamos, atrápenlo! ¡Escuchen! ¡Es hora del boliche de tontos! ¡Sí!
Te voy a matar, Riggs.
¡Qué miedo!
¿Qué están mirando?
Oye, ¿tienes algo en la espalda? Amigo, cada vez es más divertido.
Odio a esos chicos. Un día más en Columbine.
Oigan, chicos, miren a esos imbéciles. ¿Qué pasa, cuatro ojos? Sí, vayan, ayuden a su amigo, chicos. Hacen buen equipo. Dame un poco.
Odio esta escuela.
Sí, yo también.
Nos vengaremos. Ayudaremos a la naturaleza a limpiar lo podrido. Será como la ciudad de Oklahoma, las revueltas de Los Ángeles y la Segunda Guerra Mundial, todo en uno.
Sí, como un videojuego.
Quiero dejar una impresión en este estúpido mundo. Empezar una reacción en cadena. Sí. ¡Bum! ¡Bum!
Cuando las bombas estallen, será increíble. ¡Boom!
La biblioteca se caerá sobre la cafetería y todos correrán. Estaré esperándolos afuera para eliminarlos. Es hora de empezar. Finalmente, vamos a corregir las cosas.
Seremos héroes.
¡Ay, Hitler!
Ya los puedo escuchar. Sí. Solo los hubiéramos escuchado antes. O encontrado el video.
Si solo hubiéramos revisado sus habitaciones. Si también hubiéramos hecho las preguntas correctas. Demasiado tarde. ¡Oigan! Bueno, Rachel, ¿dónde está tu Dios ahora?
¿Qué haría Jesús?
¿Aún sigues creyendo en Dios? ¿Mm?
Sabes que sí.
Entonces ve con él.
Aquí en la secundaria Columbine, los testigos dicen que 2 hombres armados entraron disparando y así avanzaron hacia adentro de la escuela. Al principio muchos estudiantes pensaron que era una broma hasta que los maestros corrieron hacia los salones gritándoles a los estudiantes que salieran.
Y luego él entró en la cafetería y se escuchaban como bombas y disparos. Y luego entraron en la biblioteca y nos iban a matar si éramos de color. O si teníamos un sombrero. Le disparaban a los chicos a mi alrededor.
12 estudiantes y un maestro murieron y más de 25 salieron heridos antes de que los 2 adolescentes se quitaran sus propias vidas. A la gente de la comunidad de Littleton, esta noche les digo que las oraciones del pueblo americano están con ustedes.
Lo siento, Rachel. Ojalá esas no hubieran sido mis últimas palabras para ti. Si tuviera ese momento de nuevo, te diría que te amo.
No sé por qué la mataron.
If it is well known that in countries like the United States, Congress wants to regulate the use of weapons, in countries like Colombia, proposals are created to legalize the use of this as a self-defense mechanism. As a result of the number of homicides that occurred in the year 2019 in Santiago de Cali, ranking 26 among the most dangerous cities in the world, with a rate of 45 points per 100,000 inhabitants. According to the Mexican organization Security, Justice and Peace 2020, based on the above and in conjunction with the number of reports of deaths of people, residents, and financial entities, extortion, threat, kidnapping, and cases of terrorism that occur daily, the remarkable violence that surrounds the Sky Branch is evident. Wherefore, Decree Law 1808-2020 extends the restriction on the carrying of weapons under the justification that since its imposition in the year 2015, the number of homicides has decreased which, despite being slightly true, hides behind weather and increases in the perception of insecurity in decent citizens, as stated by Maria Fernanda Cabal in 2021 in her column titled Of Fear, who, in addition to being defenseless against organized criminal groups (GDO) and organized armed groups (GAO), are victims not only of the bureaucratization of the process to obtain the permits required to own and carry weapons, but also of the corruption of said entities that take advantage of this situation. In conclusion, the use of weapons as a defense mechanism for our lives and heritage must be authorized, but with strict rules of use, since having a firearm in our hands gives us incredible power, that of playing to being God, and take life as if it were a sport. This is my intervention. Thank you very much.